I bought a book this weekend. I bought several books. So, first, I bought Imperial. I was telling you that I was going to buy this book. I have not read it yet, but I plan on reading it. And I also bought this book right here, Ultimate Spider-Man #1 Incursion. And it was actually decent. It wasn't bad at all. Marvel is obviously cooking something up with their Ultimate Universe. I don't know where they're going to take this. I'll give you a brief rundown of what happened or what's going on in Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. I'm taking this from it's Marvel.com, so it's giving you a rundown. It's not really spoilers, so you don't have to worry about that. Miles Morales is caught in the middle of a universal collision. Two of today's most exciting writers, Denis Camp, Ultimates, and Cody Ziglar, Miles Morales Spider-Man, join forces for an adventure that will change Miles Morales and the Ultimate Universe forever. Drawn by rising star Jonas Scharf and the brilliantly moody artist who brought you Ultimate Universe 1 year in and Dark X-Men before the maker remade Earth 6160, he left Miles Morales the key to reach his new universe. And when Miles' baby sister Billy uses it to travel to the Ultimate Universe, it's up to Spider-Man to save her. But the Ultimate Universe is never safe for any Spider-Man. When the Spot attacks, Miles will have to team up with an all-new Peter Parker, and that's just the start of his journey across Earth 6160. That's a good rundown of what happened in that comic book, and it was good. It was I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the read. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, this was mind-blowing, but I wasn't disappointed. I didn't go into the book and think to myself, oh, I could have done without this. It was a very, very well done book, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to get to Imperial. I am super excited. I kind of looked through it, and it seems like they're pairing Jonathan Hickman with a lot of Italian artists, and it seems like they have similar styles to Marco Checchetto. I'm assuming that they probably all trained under some of the same people, and so their art style is very similar. I like it because the inks on these books don't overpower the art. I was actually talking with an artist. I'm not going to say who, but I was talking with an artist this weekend about this very thing. And what I mentioned to this artist is a lot of times when I look at certain art, sometimes whoever does the inks, they go a little too heavy and you lose the pencil work and all of that ink. So I'm actually very happy with the way they do this. And it kind of brings me back to something I've brought up several times. Jim Lee and Scott Williams, they work great together. I think it's good for an artist to find someone who can ink their pencils and maintain the integrity of the emotion they were trying to deliver, because that can be lost. And I think when an artist finds someone who gets what they're doing, I think they should stick with that person. I think that's actually the best thing to happen for any artist. I think that should probably happen more often than not. All of these little things that you don't think matter, they matter. Whoever inks a book, this matters incredibly. You know what? What I hope happens with Marvel, this is just as a fan talking about what I hope happens. I hope when all of this Ultimate Universe incursion, all of the Ultimate books, when all of this wraps up, I hope they take a lot of the Marvel titles and I hope they condense them and don't have so many concurrent running titles. Like, just give me one X-Men run, one Spider-Man run, and so on and so forth. I don't need a bunch of different runs of, this book. Now, I don't mind a lot of these short one-off stories, right? Like you have uh um 2 or 3 issues where it's this separate thing going on where you're covering this separate happening within this comic book. I don't mind that at all. But I like a consistent run where I know all I need to follow is this right here. I don't have 4 or 5 different runs and 4 or 5 different writers and artists. And I think that allows the artists to really build their stories without contending with what some other writer or some other artist is doing, on some other book. So that's what I hope. I hope Marvel really gets back to that. I think I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what Hickman is doing, as I've brought up many times. I'm actually super interested in what's going on in the Ultimate Universe. I didn't think I would be. I did not think Marvel would be able to retain my attention, but with the Ultimate Universe, they've actually been able to do that. And there's been some books they've put out. I'm gonna return. Um, One of my subscribers mentioned this, and I said it before I forgot about it. I'm gonna return to going through my reviews of Rook Exodus, Ghost Machine comic books published by Image. They got Rook Exodus, Geiger, the Rocketfellers, which I need to get back to that as well. I still haven't ordered all of the other issues of the Rocketfellers. I promise as soon as I get some time, I'm gonna get to that, because I know there are people that probably enjoy those books just like I enjoy the books, and you know how I get down. I like covering stuff that I enjoy. So I think Ultimate, if you're on the fence about buying this book, I think Ultimate Spider-Man #1 Incursion is worth buying, worth picking up. I cannot tell you whether Imperial is worth picking up just yet. I'm going to assume, just off of what I know of Jonathan Hickman and how much he puts into his books, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you can probably go out and buy this book. It's probably going to be good. And one of my subscribers actually mentioned in the comments when I covered that this was releasing, that it was actually really good, and I'm super excited. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. It's kind of like when I see Scott Snyder on a book, I'm like, oh, this is more than likely gonna be good. This is gonna be good because he puts a lot of thought behind his stories, and I like reading stuff like that. I have Batman Hush #2 that I haven't read yet. I still got to read that one. I've had that one for a couple weeks, and I'll review that one as well. I have the backlog of books that I have to read is actually pretty insane. I have, look, I know a lot of y'all are going to roast me in the comments for this. I'm okay with that. I have books that I bought probably 4 years ago that I haven't read yet. Because what I'll do, and I don't know if you do this same thing, sometimes I'll go on a weird run where I'll buy 20 books at a time, like in different periods. Like I'll go in a comic book store and just pick up 10, 15, 20 books. And then I'll read 2 or 3 of them and like, okay, I'm going to get back to those other ones. And then I just, get on other things and forget about those books. But hopefully I'm going to get back to some of that stuff. And there's a couple of books that I would like to go back over and review again. One of those, I'm going to pull it out. Actually, it's 3 books. And these books, some Batman books done by Jock. It is Batman One Dark Knight. There's 3 issues, and these were some of the oversized Batman books. So I got Batman One Dark Knight. That's book 3. I think I have 2 of one of them. That's book 2. This is book 3 again, and I got book 1 somewhere. Did I just say book 1? Book 3, book 3. Book 3. Okay, here it is. I have the other. Almost forgot about it. Yep. So this is book 1. This was good. Now, I want to say I did a full review of all three of these, book 1, 2, and 3 of Batman 1 Dark Knight. You can look back at my videos, search my page for those reviews. It's a good book. Jock, he did the story and the art. He did a very, very, very good job. I believe he's Scottish, if I'm not mistaken. And his art, the way his art is done on Batman is very fitting. Batman is one of the few books. I think in Batman you can get away with this, and Spawn you can get away with this, where your art is slightly abstract and not as defined. It's not that the art is bad. It's not bad, but it kind of the characters blend into the city, if that makes sense. And I think that's actually fitting for a Batman book. So I might go back over these books again because I believe they're worth revisiting. I didn't really go in depth. I think I just kind of did a read through, talking about some things. And my DC and my Marvel reviews, I'm probably going to do different because as my channel grows, I understand how DC and Marvel are about copyrights and all of that. So I may do deep dives, but just without really showing all of the pages throughout the whole book and reading through the whole book. So I'll take some notes and go over some things. This is the one thing I love about independent comic books is a lot of the indie creators, they actually don't mind you doing a full walkthrough of their book. And a lot of people actually get interested and buy the book even after that full walkthrough. I'm definitely going to do a full walkthrough, hopefully, Lord willing, of Battle Brick Road. Battle Brick Road is actually one of my favorite new indie comic books. And something told me when I first heard about it, I was going to like it. I can't wait until they release a third issue. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I can't wait. So that's what's going on. I just wanted to go over a brief run through of some of the books that I bought this weekend. What books I like. I bought several books. 2 of them, 3 of them I haven't read. I bought Youngblood #2, Rob Liefeld. I bought Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto #4, which that series is actually dope. If you don't know, that series is dope. I bought that Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, and I bought that Imperial. So those are definitely books that I am looking forward to going over.